into it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know that I can pace it. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Miami Dolphins. Taken from about the 12. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Carry here for Todd Gurley. He's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
2 yards on the
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey, slow.
From the 31, Winston. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. That's complete to Darrington Evans, the running back. Not much there, only a yard.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 20, some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Quick throw caught by Godwin. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That catch good for 5. It's third down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Going deep here for Allen. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up fourth.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on fourth. Sliding out of the pocket. And Allen's got it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Complete to
Jacob Hollister, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Taking it about the 16. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
22, Christian.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
McCaffrey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Looking for Godwin, and he's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now for Wentz. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, L.A. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Rams add on to their lead.
There's not much is perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
33-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement?
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 19.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Winston's pass incomplete on the Hail Mary.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Dolphins, nothing.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
46 down, man.
On 2nd and 12, Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Open man, it's Allen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
And the Rams, 1st down.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run with McCaffrey. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now a run with McCaffrey. Effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And the Rams with a score. Touchdown. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Again,
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Complete to Keenan.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. From the 45 on 2nd down, Wentz, and that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
1st down, Rams.
Working from the gun, Wentz throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That third down conversion good for 23. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Wentz to throw again. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Again, it's Wentz. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now Wentz again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Wentz's pass intercepted.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
He's got a man, complete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Wentz now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Hey,
Throwing now is Wentz. That's to McCaffrey, complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now Wentz on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Looking into the raindrops, and he muffs it. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time. That'll bring up second down.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Noah Spence. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz.
That quick pass here to Godwin.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to settle them up.
Oh, they're up, and he will score. Touchdown, Miami.
But they didn't have their normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. It leads to a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
Well, for the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there. Not quick enough.
And also, not stepping behind you and stepping over the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points.
Jameis to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Snags it for the pick. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And did the Dolphins get it? Yes. Miami football. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into the head coach's ear.
The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver.
Incomplete.
And that'll bring up second down.
Second down and 10.
Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat. And if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
On third down, Winston. And going deep for Hill. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Rams take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a first and 10. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field.
Complete.
A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Again, McCaffrey. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
The ball carrier.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
McCaffrey, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Rams add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
Stephen Gostkowski set to...
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the fourth. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Rams 32, Dolphins 20.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to. And right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score. But they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And his throw is incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The Rams on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Wentz going to throw. That's caught by Hollister. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
He's checking. 315. 36.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Rams on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Wentz now to throw. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, counter punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Noah Spence in on the stop. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Following the interception, Winston flushed out right. That's taken in by Higgins. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Miami Dolphin. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Open man is Higgins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw is Winston. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll throw again. Winston looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Odell Beckham. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Jason Sanders to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Now Wentz. That's complete to Darrington Evans, the running back. And he is going to have a Rams first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And 7.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Wentz to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now in the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Los Angeles, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.